in the late 90s, it was a different situation. You have different competition now. You have more kids playing spring soccer. You have kids playing lacrosse. Just the amount of interest in baseball has dwindled. And we've also become a big New England Patriot town. But 2 years ago, Speaker Mattiello was all in on the New Deal. And why was he in on the New Deal? He was in on the New Deal. Just what I have been telling you, because there were different things in motion. And, folks, this is the classic Rhode Island, what's in it for me? Now, I've been saying for weeks now, notice how Lucchino has met with Senate President Dominic Ruggiero. Notice how Lucchino has met with Governor Raimondo and even met with Larry Lucchino, with Paul Salem, Providence Equity Partners, loaded $50 billion hedge fund. Guys went to Brown University. They stayed in Rhode Island, made a fortune. But there's been no meetings with Mattiello. And Mattiello, what does he say? Mattiello says, well, first of all, the Mattiello people, the Mattiello crime family, because that's what it is. I don't care what anybody says. He is a thug. He is surrounded by greedy little goons. They stole that election in Cranston 2 years ago. He was all in on the stadium deal. Why? Because he thought he was going to make a fortune off it. In fact, the way it was explained to me, he was going to make a fortune off it. All this legal work done, and he had all these different things parceled out. Well, now, 2 years later, you haven't heard anything about Mattiello. He's been sitting back, right? The classic, hey, no one's contacted me. Mattiello, the Speaker of the House, even goes so far to say that he received basically a press packet about it. And that's about it. I have no bill. I have no legislation, no proposals, no nothing, he said. Just got this press packet today. I'll look at it in my leisure, which I have none. It's not my issue. Now, normally, this legislation should come from the Pawtucket reps. That's who should be introducing it. Now, Governor Raimondo has definitely been in the loop on this whole thing. And, you know, the Paul Sox had the big press conference. But I have pointed out in this show, notice how Mattiello has completely stepped back, sitting, waiting, right? Just like, as I've said, just like in the movie Goodfellas, where Paulie, right, the big mob boss, and then the restaurant owner has to go to him and try to get some kind of support, right? He's going to him. You want me to be partners? I don't know anything about the restaurant business. What is this? You want me to be partners with you? So now Mattiello tells the Providence Journal. Mattiello, it says he needs to hear from the governor. Now, the governor's people, the Paw Sox, they've been working, they say, closely with Commerce Secretary Stefan Pryor. Pawtucket Red Sox chairman Larry Lucchino said the team has had, quote, literally dozens and dozens of meetings with commerce people, the city, and outside consultants. Mattiello says he needs to hear from the governor. What is his quote? I have so many irons in the fire right now. This is the end of the session. I've got the budget. I've got big bills. If the governor has a plan on this, she can let me know. If she doesn't, it's just not going anywhere. I'm not initiating this process. Folks, this comes down to the ultimate, and it's just what I've told you. What's in it for me? Now, 2 years ago, now I had someone this morning tell me that this whole process with Mattiello and his team sitting back, potentially now, could even be a sting operation by investigators, waiting for, what do you think they're waiting for? They're waiting for the magic words. What's in it for me? What am I getting out of this? Right? Basically, legalized bribery. So don't fall for this business of Mattiello wants to do what's right for the taxpayers. He is sitting back, waiting for the Paw Sox or someone through one of his intermediaries. And believe me, there have been talks. What's in it for the speaker? What does Nick get out of this? This has nothing to do with standing up for you. This has nothing to do with the best deal for the taxpayers. This has nothing to do. Now, the governor, I'm waiting for the governor to come to me. Now, he knows it wouldn't come from the governor. It would be coming from, where are the Pawtucket reps? Pawtucket doesn't have the juice that they used to have. When McCoy Stadium got this money, John Harwood was the speaker. But I have told you, Lucchino, he's met with Dominic Ruggiero. Of course, they're thrilled. That's the laborers, right? They're going to get all that money to build the stadium.